watching this on Facebook, for those of you that are watching this on LinkedIn, for those of you that are watching this on my YouTube channel, and for those participating in this Zoom session today, welcome. LinkedIn and Facebook have made a tremendous number of changes over the last 45 days that are pretty dramatic. And a couple of them are going to really affect your business. Okay. So these changes will have a dramatic effect on your business. One of Facebook's biggest update, you really need to avoid. And they came out with a professional feature. I was talking about it in December. I urged everybody to try it in January and February. And now I'm telling everybody to go back to the original because it's not going to work like you want it to work. And LinkedIn has some outrageous new updates. So overall, there are good new video and texting tactics and features that will help you produce immediate results on LinkedIn. And there are some new interesting ones on Facebook as well. The bottom line at the end of the day is you should be talking to people on a daily basis. You could be. If you're not talking to people on a daily basis, well, if you want to be successful in network marketing, that's what you have to do. So let me look and see who's here. Now, as I said, boot camp, our first session of boot camp started last Thursday. Tonight we have Connect with Prospects. The recording is already up, and the PowerPoint that we use is already up as well. All right, so let me take a look in the chat first. Okay, I'll get back to you on that, Tom. So first, let's go over and log into Debbie's account. Now you're looking at LinkedIn via their dark mode. A while back, Facebook added a dark mode. And what's nice about the dark mode is it's easier on your eyes to read things. So we're going to come over here to the message area. Okay, so we're talking to Dana. Training and development, team builder, sales opportunities. She works at Bed Bath and Beyond. Almost 11 years. And now she's losing her job. Okay, so they're closing on the 19th. Debbie, I have a coaching session today with you at 2 o'clock. So we'll do these at 2. Okay. Let me log out of your account. All right, now understand this, that you now have a number of ways not only to communicate with people, but to follow up with people. So I'm going to log into James' account. And if we go over here to your network, celebrations, you are absolutely going to love this feature. Let's go over here for birthdays. LinkedIn has been copying Facebook for a long time. Now, Michael had a birthday on the 11th. Look at the last time you communicated with this guy. What this is going to do for you is this is an amazing feature for following up. 2008. This is somebody that you started talking to last year in June. So there are going to be all kinds of opportunities. This is from 2020. Notifications, work anniversaries. Same thing. She works at It Works Global. Now it's taking you over here. Because of her settings. Unlimited access to be able to talk to people. Okay, well, if okay, so you've been connected to her. Since September of last year. Okay. Now, James, were you connected to her before?
No, I just connected with her.
Well, you can. You connected with, you connected with her in September last year.
Okay.
What I'm saying is you connected with her. All right. And then somewhere along the line here, she disconnected from you. Okay. So she asked you, she's making $20 an hour. Do you have a pay range? And actually,
how can you disconnect without being without just completely ending the communication? How can you go from a 1 to a 2?
Well, that's where you are.
Yeah, but how can you do that? I didn't know you could do that.
Sure. It's easy to do. You could take anybody. We'll do it with somebody else.
Okay.
So right now, at some point in time, see, now you can still communicate with her,
Right.
but at some point in time, she disconnected you. So for example, we could take,
That's a,
oh, look, you can reconnect with him.
yeah,
So what you do, well, there's two ways to do it. You go over his profile. It's on your first level. And you remove the connection.
okay,
Okay. So now he's on. I guess they have to work their way through it. He's on your second level. You still have the ability to message him. It's going to take a while for the whole process to cycle through. And you'll find that now he's on your second level, not your first. So that's what she's done. And, that's a clue to you. You don't want, that was a shot in the dark. And the truth is, what I'm starting to see here is you have so many ideal, perfect prospects to reach out and talk to, that the sooner that you could identify a person, are they a candidate or not,
yeah,
the faster you're going to go.
yeah,
So for
yeah.
example, let's look at this one here. Andrew Dutka. You reached out to him, he accepted. District manager at Bed Bath & Beyond. Now, you all have to understand something. There are people at different levels in Bed Bath & Beyond. Now, if you're talking to somebody like this, if you're talking to a department manager, you're talking to somebody that'd be happy making $800 a week, $1,000 a week. They're looking for an opportunity, and you have to show them how they could make that kind of money working with you in your business. Somebody like this is district manager, which means he's responsible for a district. He may be working with 4 or 5 stores. And so the strategy that you would use with someone like this, it's an advanced strategy. We're going to cover it in this session, tonight's boot camp session, and in the next one. But you could call him a whale. Well, he's only been there for a little over 2 years. He was a district manager at
Swarovski.
Yeah, for 8 years. So, and here was a district manager. So he went from a store manager. So when you're talking to people like this, and you always have to remember that your competition every day, they are getting slammed with messages from people in network marketing, messages for people in your business. And so you have to take the high road, and literally you learn enough about the person. The strategy for talking to somebody like this would be something like this. First of all, what prompted you to get? He's been in real estate retail since 1999, And so that's 24 years. But realistically, he didn't just become a store manager. So maybe even before 24 years in retail. Starts out as a store manager, then becomes a district manager, managing a number of stores. And so when you're having a conversation with somebody like this, it's kind of like, you really got a pretty impressive resume in retail sales management. But in the last 13 years, you've worked in 2 places. Why did you leave Schwark, whatever this thing is? Why'd you leave after 11 years? Why'd you leave? We know why he's leaving Bed Bath & Beyond. And of course, the other questions would obviously be, so how many stores did you manage? I mean, how many stores were in your district? Now, the approach that you would take with somebody like this, and we have advanced scripts for this. We just pulled them out in last month's boot camp. We're going to emphasize them a little bit more tonight. But the whole idea is you want to find out, what did they like doing the most? What did you enjoy doing when you were a district manager? How many stores did you manage? Now, you also want to understand that just because someone's a district manager and he knows a lot of people in a lot of stores doesn't mean that they like him. Doesn't mean that they like him. Because, there are some district managers that the store managers, go, oh my God, he's coming tomorrow.
Mhm. Yeah.
We got.
Oh, I understand.
Yeah, right. He's a jerk. He's an asshole.
Yeah.
Okay. So again, he's responsible for the numbers. The only thing that would make this guy a whale would be if he was generally liked. Now, skills, logistic management, sales. What does the guy really like? Well, what did he like about all of this? And I put up yesterday a case study where Scott brought up network marketing too early. The guy comes back and he says, actually, bear with me for just a second. I'll bring it up. Case study. Okay. So bottom line is Scott is having a great conversation with Enrique. And finally, well, actually, talking about network marketing. What is your experience with network marketing is what Scott wrote, and Enrique wrote back. Thank you so much for sharing it. I've had some experience with people that partner with Amway, Melaleuca, Transamerica, and World Financial Group. Do you currently use any of these vehicles? Now, I want you all to understand, for those of you that are in boot camp, and for those of you that are coaching students, these scripts, one of the biggest challenges that everybody has especially if you're relatively new to network marketing, is talking to people. What do I say? Now, I am providing you with what to say. You could copy and paste and use these exact descriptions, these exact words. You could modify them. You could tweak them a little bit for the person that to fit the person that you're talking to. But you're not at any loss to have people to talk to. So I'm not familiar with LifeVantage. Do you currently use any of these? I'm with LifeVantage. Have you heard of the company? I'm not familiar. So now Scott goes in and he gives them a whole big explanation of how the compensation plan works. He sent him a video. And then he says, have you been involved in a network marketing company in the past as a distributor? I have not. I have attended some conferences. I have had meetings with people that work with network marketing companies. I've been impressed by some that focus on mentorship and culture development. My personal takeaway from those experiences is that it's not really something that I personally see myself doing. Everybody's personal experience is based on their personal experience. Okay? And so what Scott initially started to do was, again, he's talking about himself, talking about the company. Would you be open to exploring what we do so you have the information that you need to make an educated decision? It's a great script. It's a great question, but it's the wrong question. He said here, I've attended conferences, I've had meetings with people. He's been pitched over and over again. So we sent him this. Now, you want to take back a message? I can't believe I sent you the message that was meant for someone else. Now, here is the strategy. You're talking to somebody that clearly fits into your business. They like to do the same things that would make them successful in network marketing. So this is the strategy. I have to say that it's no wonder that LinkedIn suggested we connect. Remember at the beginning, we were telling them LinkedIn has suggested we connect. I didn't realize how much we had in common until I read the details of your profile. Like you, my passions are helping others to develop themselves to be the best that they can be and become leaders too. Where did this come from? We got this from his profile and from one of his previous statements. And so what you have to do here is you have to fit the script to the person that you're working with. And you have to take the high road. You're talking to somebody that's been in retail. They've been district managers for 3 different stores. It's your career. So you go to work for a store. What do you do as a district manager? What are your responsibilities? Increase sales. So do you train? Do you enjoy training people? Do you enjoy building teams? Because you're looking for people in retail that like training people, building teams. That's what they do. Somebody that likes merchandising or somebody that, does it retail, training, building teams, period. Managing people. That's what you're looking for. If they don't have that, see, what you do is you can come back and say, look, and it's a little further down. Thanks to social, I've experienced the same. I wasn't surprised about your personal takeaway from your experiences about network marketing in your last message. This is the feel, felt, found strategy. I've experienced the same things. Everybody has experienced the same things. I sat through many old school MLM presentations, heard what you heard, and decided many years ago that it wasn't for me either. I was wrong. Thanks to social networks, you don't have to chase your family and friends, chase people at the mall, invite people to meetings, do home presentations, buy leads, or advertise for prospects, because that's what these people think you have to do to be successful in network marketing. You have to show them that they have the skills, that they have the experience to be successful. It wasn't until a good friend showed me that to be successful in network marketing is not about selling or doing to prospects what was done to you and me. It's about teaching, training, and helping people change their lives. Now, this is going to resonate with somebody that likes building teams, teaching, and training. To be successful in network marketing requires three things. You have to be passionate about the products being sold and the company that makes them. Passionate to the point that you tell people about them even if you weren't getting paid to do it. 2, you have to be working with someone that's very successful and is devoted to helping you learn the business and build your team. And 3, you must have good online tools about the company and products so everyone on your team can be successful too. Having the skill, which is what he has, Enrique had, having the skill to develop successful teams while helping others improve and develop into leaders. That was his major strength. That's the thing he'd love to do, is what most companies are looking for from their managers or trainers. And as you know, in the business world, things can change. One day you're employed, the next day you're looking for your next management role. As an example, managers that worked at Bed Bath & Beyond for 17 years are now out of work looking for their next job. Today, you're leading a team in a growing company and making the owners of the company rich while you earn your salary and bonuses. One day in the future, after working for a number of companies, you'll come to the conclusion that it's time to make yourself rich and help others become rich too in their own business. And he has the skill set to do it. When that time comes, I hope you'll give network marketing another look and find a company you can be passionate about. Or if or when that time ever comes, I hope you'll reach out to me because I know that you'd enjoy working with me and I'd enjoy working with you. Let's stay in touch. And look at the answer we got. No worries about the message mix-up. I understand. I have to say, I can connect more with your refreshing take on network marketing and your emphasis on leadership and development than I have with all of my previous experiences. You want to talk to people, you got to be different. Always take the high roads. Let's come back over here. And okay, so let's look. So Ariana, forget about her.
Yeah.
Forget about her.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go over here. Okay, so with this guy here, you have to recognize looking for a job. 23 years in Bed Bath & Beyond. planning manager, floor space, analytics, regional merchandising manager. Okay, now he just lost his job in February. There's a whole process that this guy's got to go through. This is not somebody that you're going to sign up in your business tomorrow, or for that matter, next month. Some of those people got severance packages, most of them didn't, but he's eligible for Social Security, unemployment.
Unemployment, yeah.
Okay. Okay, so again, what you do is you keep him on the back burner, and you can communicate with him every once in a while. How's your search going? If you consider him to be a prospect, yes, he's a prospect, but for the things that he's done in retail, it's not going to help him build a business. He knows a lot of people. When there are so many people I used to think in terms of teams accomplishments. Okay. This, if you compare her to him, there's no comparison. What other areas outside of retail are you exploring? Finance, sales, maybe marketing. But I'm not sure how to showcase my skills. Well, what are her skills? Store manager, Bed Bath & Beyond. Retail operations, 9 years. Skills, leading teams to achieve revenue. Fellow team members. This is the kind of person you're looking for. You don't have time. You don't have
Yeah,
time.
I understand.
Okay. So now in her case, she's still working, or is she not working? She left her his. So, okay, so the story, she's not getting paid. You've
She doesn't,
taken,
and she's about to close. I don't think hers is closed yet. It's
right,
about to close, and she doesn't get severance.
right. Okay. So here, you know, here, right here, this is where you've learned enough about her so you could start a transition. In other words, you take their words. I'm not sure how to showcase my skills. Remember, you're a social media expert. Okay, I'm interviewing. It's been a long time since I've interviewed. Talking about myself isn't my greatest quality. She's on a quest. As soon as her store closes, she's going to be looking for another job. She's going to be competing with a lot of other people. And if she gets another job, she's going to be making less money than she's making at the store. Now, so you use her language. Example. I feel a bit overwhelmed at the moment. Difficult roads often lead to beautiful destinations. So what are your plans? Okay, when the store is closed, I'm exploring careers in retail and outside of retail. Thanks for your inspiring messages. So you want to be sending her an inspiring message day.
Okay.
Every day, because she's the kind of person that you're looking for. Okay, you don't have to send the other guy, but this is somebody that you want to send. Okay, inspiring message. All right. So I don't really hold past. So team's accomplishments. Okay. So first, let's go over here. About opportunity. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. Now, you take this, copy it, pop that in there first. Now, address her issues. Been a long time since I've interviewed. It isn't my greatest strength. What did she say? Well, she told you somewhere what she really do. Okay.
Training, team accomplishments.
Well, okay. So many of the retail management professionals that I work with on LinkedIn have decided to leave the retail management world and leverage their skills in another field that is much more lucrative. What are your plans when the store closes? I'm exploring careers. Okay. I'm not sure. I'm used to thinking in terms of team accomplishment. The question is, what? What would you say are your greatest strengths? That's the question. I feel a bit overwhelmed at the moment. It's all about asking questions.
Okay. We haven't asked her what she enjoyed about what she did. Or yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. Never mind. That's right.
Oh, we did. Well, what would
Yeah,
you
we
say?
did. Yeah.
Greatest strengths?
Yeah.
And so understand, you got to understand when you're talking to people, who you're talking to and what their time frame is, what their timeline is. If she just lost her job, they just lost her job. They're gonna get unemployment. They're gonna get money from the government, and they're gonna start looking for work. They're gonna be sending out resumes. They're gonna be interviews. You have to take that into consideration. These are people that are not going to jump into your business before the end of the month. But the ones that you really feel strong about, like this one here, this one, you should be sending her some kind of a motivational message. And it can be on any subject, anything.
Okay.
Just so that she sees it and on an occasion. So I mean, we have a script and a transition to get where you want to go. And all you're doing by asking questions is you're building up enough information about the other person so that you can, when we present the business, show her clearly why, A, it would be a perfect fit for her. She'd be doing the things that she likes to do. And that's what it's all about. Now, again, it's all about conversation.
I've got a new player there, that Al Elk.
What?
Al Elk, ALELK is his name. He wasn't with Bed Bath & Beyond, but he's been in retail, in management and training, etc. And he just lost his job. He was just downsized. But space ELK.
Okay. So United Wireless closing many of their doors. So what do we learn about that? Now you can go over United Wireless. How many people are working in United Wireless? So you got 15,000 people. Seven thousand people are in sales. You have all kinds of access to talk to people. Tonight in boot camp, we're going to step you through the process of talking to people, making those initial connections, taking the time to learn about the other person. That's what it's all about. There's no reason why you all can't be talking to 10, 15 people every day. Statistically, if you're talking to 10 people every day, Monday through Friday, that's 50 people. And they're qualified to begin with, there's no reason why you can't be closing one, maybe two. The more you do it, better you're going to get. And that's what it's all about. All right, now. See, you need to definitely adjust your settings because everybody that looks at your profile should see that you're on. I'll be back at 4 o'clock. Till next time, best of luck in building your business and God bless.